Hey guys, welcome back. It's Brother in Christ Weston. Thanks for joining me today. So today's article comes out of End Times headlines. Make sure this mic is on. Let's get into it. Birds that get sick has now been confirmed in rats for the first time. Rats. So how are the rats getting it? It's because they're eating feces or eggs or leftover bird, or I don't know. Let's see. In startling development of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA has confirmed that H5N1 birds that get sick, which has wreaked havoc on poultry and other mammals across the U.S., has now been detected in rats for the first time. The milestone was reportedly wild. Goodness, I can't read today. Reportedly widely across news outlets marks a concerning expansion of the virus's reach and raises new questions about its potential to spread through urban environments and affect public health. According to Newsweek, USDA confirmed the presence of H5N1 in four black rats in Riverside County, California this week. Rats were found in an area near poultry farms that have recently reported infections, suggesting a possible transmission pathway from birds to rodents. LA Times elaborated that the findings were disclosed on Wednesday, the 19th, adding that black rats to a growing list of 50 North American mammal species have been known to be contracted to the virus, including foxes, skunks, and even marine animals, and like harbor seals. CBS reported that rats were identified over 3 days from January 29th to January 31st, emphasizing that this is the first documented case of H5N1 in this particular species. While the iris, I don't know why I'm saying that, I said it earlier, I said it the same way, said it the regular way, has previously been found in other rodents like mice and squirrels. The disappearance in rats, a species notorious for thriving in human populated areas, heightens concern about its adaptability and potential to bridge gaps between wildlife and urban setting. Detecting birds that get sick in rats comes amid an already severe outbreak that has devastated the U.S. agriculture. Newsweek noted that since 2022, approximately 140 million poultry birds have been euthanized to curb the spread, underscoring the economic toll on farmers and the soaring egg prices. Right. Globalnews.ca, I think is it Canada or California, Canada, I don't know, highlighted that the iris spreads to mammals is not new. As North Dakota, a bobcat in Washington, a cat in Oregon, the inclusions of rats introduces a new vector that could complicate containment efforts. I get it because rats, they're going to be like a scavengers type situation. It says LA Times pointed out that rats could transport virus between farms, residential areas by transmitting it through droppings, urine, blood, and saliva. So that makes sense. Adaptability is a hallmark of H5N1, which has surprised scientists with its ability to infect a wide range of species. Yahoo News update from News Nation added that USDA's announcement aligns with a broader trend of mammal infections in the Riverside County rats, serving the latest evidence of the iris's relentless evolution. While the Center of Disease Control and Prevention maintains that the risk to the general public remains low, with most of the nearly 70 human cases in the U.S. linked to dairy and poultry workers. Okay, the emergence of an infected rat sparks an alarm, right? Because that's going to be harder to find, and the way they, like they're going to be. I had a, we have field mice, so they show up sometimes in the residual neighborhood, and I get little field mice that get caught on my glue traps. They're called voles. It's like a mole and a rat or something like that. They get caught on my glue traps out my garage. We get bunnies around here. I don't live in the country. I live in literally like big neighborhood. Um, but there's a lot of construction of new things that have happened, and this is a new build, probably about 5 years ago. And so um, then there's a whole bunch of stuff that's being built around us as well. That's all brand new, and so they're, habitats, they tend to flock this way, into people's houses. So that makes sense. This uncertainty is compounded by the Trump admin freeze, external communications from the agency disrupting regular updates on outbreak. The timing of the discovery is particularly fraught as the USDA grapples with internal challenges. It says the LA Times noted that this blunder occurred just as the admin is attempting to rehire dozens of scientists, highlighting a chaotic response to growing crisis. The USDA continues to combat birds that get sick through surveillance, containment, and prevention measures, but the addition of rats to the infected species list complicates efforts. And it says H5N1 in rats raises concern about a new infection pathways to humans and their pets, especially given the cases of cats contracting the iris from dairy workers or contaminated pet food. All in all, the reason why I wanted to cover this is because we just talked about, I just made a video um, about like birds getting the, we talked about this, and some of y'all commented about like, hey, like it makes total sense that this would happen. So if a rat can get it from somehow, some way, whether through saliva, blood, droppings, urine, or just something in contact with that species, um, then how easier is it for that to like get into people's houses, right? And if they're out in the wild because they're smaller, and so it's harder to catch sometimes. Makes sense in that there would be a pathway that's something that's mutating, and then it's going to hop from like from like animal kingdom to whatever scientific term it is, to like the certain kingdoms that are there, then to actually like mammals, us, um, human beings. And so it's like, um, yeah, I get it. I understand. And uh, is it still a good idea to do this to people, right? Or do that to the chickens, and then go, you're not going to get anything from it. See what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. You're telling me that something that's happening in a bird is transferring, let's just say from chickens to mice, right? To then to humans. Then you're telling me something that's man-made won't do the same? Come on, man. Let's just let's not try to insult common sense. It just makes sense. Am I concerned? No. Um, yeah, I'm not concerned. Am I watchful of mice these days? Sure, I am. I still am, because I get them. They come around here sometimes from other people's houses or whatever. What is it? That are have we have traps set. Everybody has a trap set out for something. Um, get some garden snakes sometimes. Um, we get a lot of bunnies. We have a bobcat around here. Um, he's his name's Bob the Bobcat, and we see him all the time in the HOA. We have a HOA Facebook page for the HOA, and we all talk about him. Like, hey, there's Bob. Be careful. I saw Bob on my fence one night. Came out to bring my trash. He was sitting on my fence at the night, and I just came out my front door, came out my back door, went around the house. As I was coming around this side of the house, he was right there, and I just kind of stopped, and I was like, Bob, you just do your job, and I'll do mine. I know you're looking for these bunnies. You ain't looking for me, but if you're looking for me, it's gonna be the last time you look for me. And Bob's a good size. Bob's been eaten, okay, but still, like I'll be on the lookout for that. Um, so yeah. Anyways, guys, that's the video. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. You guys can be praying for me. I've been dealing with some like neck issues. I don't know if it's from gut issues that I've been experiencing. That's caused me to have like this back neck pain or whatever. Anyways, prayer. If you need prayer, I'm happy to pray for you. I need prayer. I got an awesome job opportunity tomorrow. I got to interview, my second interview, so pray for me for that. If you could, if you're watching this video, hopefully I've already had it by the time you watch this, or if you're watching it before then, pray for me, and then just pray for healing over my back and just my neck. I've been really dealing with the past week or so, seeing a chiropractor, and I don't know if it's from gut issues stemming from my gut, which is your second brain, which I talk about, or I'm sleeping wrong, or I'm doing something that's causing this like tension at the base of my skull, and man, it sucks. So, anyways, that's why you see me like moving my neck sometimes or whatever in the past couple of videos, because my neck is bothering me. I'm doing something, my posture or something like that. Anyways, that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for your prayers. I'll see you in the next one.